Hello and welcome back to the Flat Chat. It's me, Calum here. I'm here with the rest of the boys, Jacob, Heggie and Aaron. And again, we are doing another top 10 video. What a shock. Again, similar to another video we've done in the past, we've obviously all given our top 10 list discreetly, in secret, along with a few of our friends who've also sent their list as well. I think we've got 10 people that have sent their lists in of the top 10 best Premier League strikers of the Premier League era, so that's the last 30 years. It's what we've seen, really, pretty much, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Do you want to name the 10 people?
I'll name the 10 people. We've got Heggie, myself, Jacob and Aaron. We then have Jamie, my brother. We've got Grant, Brian, James, Scott, and that's us.
Do I name and shame those?
Andy Kyle, sorry, yeah.
He was nearly clicking off the video.
He's really clicking off. No, but he's in there. We've got everything in there. So what's going to work is it's obviously each list, the 10th place in each list will get 1 point, and then so on and so forth. First place will get 10 points.
So you can get 100 points.
Yeah, so you can get 100 points max.
But they don't get 100 points.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I didn't think so.
Somebody was close. Somebody was close though, but we'll get to that.
When we get there.
We'll head out with the honourable mentions. There's 8 honourable mentions that didn't make the list, so we had 18 different different players. Mentioned. All strikers. Anyone want to take a guess at a rogue guess at
I think I know, because it's going to be one from mine.
Yeah.
And I would guess the absolute bagsman that played for Rangers, Jermaine Defoe.
Jermaine Defoe has made it onto the list. He's not dead last.
No, he should be. I can't believe he's not made top 10. He's in the top 5 scorers or something.
Yeah, so Jermaine Defoe has made it onto this list. He's made it onto somebody's list, that's Jacob.
He's not made it on the list, he's an honourable mention.
Sorry, he's on
He's made
it on Jacob's list.
I was going to say the word honourable is questionable. So just a mention.
Jacob mentioned you put him in 10th, and so did Grant. Grant has got horrible ball knowledge. I'm really blunt with it. Shocking.
Defoe's a top player. Even done it at Sunderland. I think that's poor from you, especially you.
I think there's 10 better.
Yeah, I think there is.
I think there's 10
I think there's 17 better.
Right, who is actual 18th?
Actual 18th is Aaron's pick for last with 1 point, and it is Berbatov.
Good player.
See, I don't think that's as laughable as Defoe.
What do you mean it's not as laughable, Defoe? Defoe's done way better.
I think Berbatov
did it at a big level.
Aye, Berbatov.
Does that have to do with it?
Berbatov.
That's shocking. Send it away.
No, Berbatov did it at a decent level. He went to Man United. Defoe's played for Portsmouth and Sunderland.
Callum said to me earlier.
See, they're that small, I forgot that.
That shows how good he is, though. He's one of the top 5 scorers.
He played for Spurs, Jacob. Come on. He played for Spurs. Let's just bring it back.
So did Berbatov.
He forgot Spurs. He's done.
Look at the two of you fighting each other. No, yours is worse. No, yours is no. You're both stinking, alright?
Definitely not.
Berbatov bad. Defoe bad. Let's make it a winner for Aaron. 2-1. Tevez as well.
Really?
Aaron's got Tevez in at number 9. So he's got 9 and 10. Tevez and Berbatov. Jacob is Defoe, and so does Grant.
Tevez was excellent.
Good players, both.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
He started a Champions League final. He's won a Champions League with Man United.
But this is
Premier League. He's all about.
Nah, but he's still really good in the Premier League.
So we have.
It's okay.
It's okay. We'll carry on.
You can only go up from here.
I'm just gonna take this here so we can.
I'm looking forward to when we find out what big names Aaron's missed out.
Oh, we've probably missed out a few, and you've probably missed out a few as well.
Definitely.
Stuck Defoe in there.
Exactly. Don't try to throw me under the bus here, Jacob. You missed out a few too.
We're going to take the next place. So 15th would be Ian Wright with 4 points. He's managed to make it on 2 people's lists. Mine, I had him at 9th, I believe, and Brian also had him in 9th.
Okay.
So he picked up 4 points. I think he's probably in a similar bracket as the others we've said there. Maybe not quite as bad, but we didn't see a lot of them, to be fair, and that's probably why.
A bit before our time.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Torres, another one that picked up 5 points, as well as Michael Owen.
I wouldn't even have Torres above Defoe.
I had Michael Owen.
Michael Owen's a great shout. I had Michael Owen.
A lot of people had Michael Owen. Like, I think 5 people had Michael Owen, but all had him last.
I didn't have him last.
Yeah. He's not. I don't feel like I saw enough of him as well. Similar to Ian Wright.
No, but just
he won a Ballon d'Or in the league, so he has to be in the top 10.
And it's just in any video I see of him, he looked lightning.
Yeah.
Like, you know how we watch Mbappe and he looks lightning. Owen looked lightning.
Yeah.
But was on Torres.
So Torres as well.
I think that's a little bit stinky, that pick.
Do you think that's worse?
I think that's worse than a few of the shouts.
I think it's better than Defoe.
It's definitely not. What are you making that of?
It's better than Defoe.
Why?
For me. I just
He
think
might have been a better player, but
I think
if
it's
it's based
player.
on Premier League, it probably is Defoe.
I don't think Defoe had seasons in the Prem where he didn't
You know
score
what?
the way Torres did.
I get you've got an argument, but I think you're wrong. I still think Torres. I'd rather Torres. Right, okay. The prime argument's obviously Torres. That's unfair.
Right, yeah.
But I get maybe as a Premier League career, maybe you look at Defoe and think, he's won a whole load of Premier Leagues. Oh no, he's not. Torres hasn't either. So
I was going to say Torres didn't win.
He's one of the Premier League.
Torres wasn't top scorer.
I was going to hit it with it. He won the Champions League though.
Who said Torres?
Torres was said by a few folk. Torres was said by Aaron, and actually, in fact, you had him quite high up. You had him mid-table. I think you had him 6th. He was also taken by Grant in last, and no, it wasn't Grant. Sorry, Jamie in last, and then Scott had him as well. Same position as you in 6th. So he was on a few people's lists.
Aye.
Okay.
But he's in there.
Who's next?
Next on the list is Andy Cole. Scored a lot of goals.
Didn't see him, so didn't put him
I
on.
didn't put him on there for that reason either.
He only picked up 7 points. And we're going to continue with him with Cantona as well.
I think with
Similar
Andy
vein.
Cole, it's fully just when we've not seen him. I reckon if we'd seen him, he would be so much higher. Like, I have him in, but I only have him in because I've heard and know his record is ridiculous.
Yeah, well, he's the same as Cantona. He's
You've heard of Cantona.
He's there. So both of them get 7
But
points.
Cole's record's way past Cantona's.
Who
Yeah.
was the-
I
but
think Cole's like 30.
I'd have had
top
Cantona
scorer.
higher though,
but
personally.
Cantona was probably a better player.
Yeah,
Probably.
I agree with that. That's what I would say anyway. But those two finished in 12th and 11th.
Time for the top 10. Here
So
we go.
that does take us to the top 10 now. Each of the top 10 have enough points for them to be in the top 10, I believe. Because it's quite a bit above 11th place, is what I mean to say there.
So this is the actual top 10.
This is an actual top 10, I think.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
10th has 16 points, which is obviously more than double what 11th had. And that's Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Just a top finisher.
Top finisher, yeah.
I definitely had him.
I don't think I did for some reason.
I had him quite low on. Aaron, I'm going to find out if you did.
I definitely
I did. I don't think
No?
I did. I don't think I did.
Did you forget him or did you just
No, I
not
didn't
want him?
forget him. Just didn't want him.
So you think Defoe was a better player
Oh.
than Van Nistelrooy?
Wow, Van Nistelrooy was only made, out the 4 of us, only Heggie had him.
To be fair, I
Um,
forgot about him as well.
Yeah.
He was certainly a penalty box striker. He never scored from outside the box, or scored one from outside the box.
James had him very. Was it James? It is. James had him very high.
Weirdly, Sir Alex Ferguson said if he got a penalty, saved his life, he'd have Van Nistelrooy. The only penalty I can think of him taking is the one he hit the
Yeah,
ball.
that's yeah.
Where did James have him?
James had him. He gets 6 points, so he was what 4th,
Fifth.
5th. Yeah. And there's a few others in there.
I think I've had
some
him. I
points.
had him around 9th. I think 10.
You did. You
No,
you
9th.
had him 9th.
Yeah.
You had him 9th.
I just think he was such a big part of that Man United team
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
in the early 2000s. He was just an unbelievable finisher.
Yeah.
I think if you had to make a list of finishers, it was probably top 5.
Do you know a big thing for Van
Defoe's-
Nistelrooy? Do you know I think we've forgotten about him? It's just because Man United have had so many
Yeah.
marquee
Properly
strikers, like proper strikers.
Yeah.
And he just kind of gets forgotten a wee bit. But he did some incredible things. He was obviously there when they won the league a few times. But obviously he lost the. He was there for the Invincibles, wasn't he?
Yeah, I believe it was.
But yeah, no, he's got in there. Aaron, what are your thoughts on Van Nistelrooy?
Not gonna lie, the only reason I didn't have Van Nistelrooy on my list was because I forgot about him, to be perfectly honest. I think if I'd been going back now and seen all the names of the list, I think he would have been there.
I think that's going to happen a lot with these lists. People are just going to forget about certain players that we didn't really see as much,
Yeah.
especially.
And again, that takes us nicely onto number 9. Somebody that's been forgotten because I think a lot of people wouldn't consider him as a striker, maybe as a false 9, a centre forward, plays behind the striker sort of thing, a second striker, and that's Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp picked up 22 points. He was quite high on a few people's lists. He was mid-table on a lot of people's lists, but about half of the people didn't have him at all because they maybe not consider him as a striker.
Yeah.
He definitely wasn't a striker, but I can see why people have put him
He's
in
the
there.
same position as Rooney, that's the thing.
But
But he's
Rooney-
definitely in there.
Rooney did play striker though,
So did Bergkamp.
but not as much.
He did though. Because he played with Henry was in the left a lot of the
I know,
time.
but
He was a striker.
I guarantee Rooney played more games at striker than Bergkamp in the Premier League.
Aye, because Rooney played so many.
Played so many years. I think his percentage of the games they played at striker. I think Bergkamp played a lot. I think you're.
Aye, Bergkamp's a striker.
I think because Bergkamp, what category does he come into then?
He's
You know what I mean?
like
His false nines are
Dele Alli.
Dele he's
He has
not.
like a false nine.
I think he's
Not
still a
a
striker.
He's
He's a striker. He's
Yeah,
been forgotten because you don't think he's a striker as much.
Well, I
he's not a
said-
number 9.
When I made my list, I said to you, I'm not putting Bergkamp.
Yeah, I know,
because
I know.
don't think he's a striker.
I
So
know
he
you
wasn't forgotten about.
No, I'm not just saying about you,
Yeah.
but about a lot of other people.
Yeah.
You just don't want him in there.
targeted.
I know.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Who had him in?
Who had him in?
Not
Bergkamp.
Why
I
did
had
you
him
not
in.
have him?
A little bit of forgetting, a little bit of just not seeing him as an out and out
Yeah.
striker.
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit of I'm horrible and I love goals.
Yeah.
And he didn't quite score enough, which is terrible because he was a top player.
You must hate watching Everton
spot
now
on.
at the moment.
I mean, that's a spot on response to it. Not that. Yeah. So.
Spot on.
Jamie had him. He had the highest, even 3rd, which is nuts.
That's Wales.
I had him. I think I had him 6th. We had
2 Arsenal fans.
Andy Kyle had him. Grant had him. They both had him again mid-table.
Decent.
So
Decent enough.
So
that's
he was
number-
forgotten. He was
number
there.
9.
Yeah.
That was number 9. Number 8. Any guesses?
Drogba, Van Persie, one of those two.
It is one of those two.
Oh,
It is
Van
Van
Persie.
Persie.
Robin Van Persie.
Yeah.
Robin Van Persie. A wee jump there. 30 points he got.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like he is the first player that everyone just has to have.
That's interesting. Let's see if he did. He isn't.
Well, that's weird because for us, I reckon if you asked us top 10 who you've seen, it has to get in everyone's.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
So I reckon
aye.
a few people
Absolutely.
have picked players they didn't maybe see as
Only
much.
one person didn't have him.
Who was
Andy
it?
Kyle. I feel like he's been forgotten. Maybe.
I reckon
Maybe.
he
Or maybe he just doesn't rate him.
just doesn't know players that should be playing striker or further
Is he not a
forward.
Man United fan?
He
And he
was.
came and won the league for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He certainly was the year they won the league. So
Yeah.
it just shows you.
Yeah. So Van Persie, 30 points. A lot of people tend to have
Between
him
10,
at 7th.
that's
They
yeah,
did
I was
actually
gonna
have
say,
him
that's
seventh.
not
It was,
I think to be fair, I
Seventh,
had him like
eighth.
6th or something.
Well,
it was very good, but it was never like.
The elite level.
No,
He
it
won
Oh,
the
he
league.
was,
He
he
won
was,
the league
he
being
was.
the best player.
Yeah,
He won Man United the league.
I don't know. There's just something about him. It's just you don't think top strikers. You don't instantly go up Van Persie.
He was
for
so
some
good at
reason.
certain,
Yeah.
certain things, but he
It
was
was
limited,
very
wasn't
good
he?
technically.
Yeah.
Because he
I
wasn't
don't know.
fast or...
Yeah.
He was when he was younger as well. Like he's unreal left foot.
That
Yeah,
year he won the
that's
league.
what-
he
unreal
was-
left foot.
That's one of the best seasons I've seen from a striker.
Even at Arsenal before, when he was
Yeah.
winning Golden Boots,
Yeah.
he was unreal. He was hitting 30 goals, which is nuts. And he was a big thing for him is injuries as well.
Oh, yeah,
He had so many injuries
Yeah.
when he was at his time at Arsenal. In fact, his injuries probably cost Arsenal the league a couple of times. Well, at least once I can remember because he was out for the end of the season. But no, he's definitely in there. Adam?
I'm with you, Callum. I think obviously he's the first sort of player I would have said that everyone kind of had to have because of how good he was at
Did you
Arsenal.
have him? Yeah.
I did have him.
It
Yeah,
was only
Yeah.
Andy. So.
I think I had him about 7th, 6th or something.
Yeah.
Decent.
Well, we'll move on to the next player. Another player that not everyone had. Only one person was missing him. It was Jamie, and that is Luis Suarez with 1 point more than Van Persie. 31 points he finished on.
Did I have him then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
I think he's similar to Van Persie. He's one of the ones you've got to have, surely.
I think
that's
so.
different to Van Persie though. I don't think Suarez played that long.
Yeah.
And I think if Suarez played another 2 years, he jumps high.
He jumps
He
much higher.
He only gets in
Yeah.
because of how good he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Suarez was an absolute joke in the Premier
Yeah,
League.
he took the mick out of Norwich especially, but
Yeah.
he took the mick out of a lot of
I was
teams.
going to say, is he the best player to have played in the Premier League but never won it?
Top
Yes, probably.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's good. That's a bit. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
with that.
It's interesting you've said that because somebody had him as the best striker.
5. Someone put him number 1.
Yes, somebody's got him number 1, and that's why I think actually he's above. That's why he's above Van Persie.
Yeah. If you're basing this off their careers,
It's him.
Suarez is probably number one.
And that's what this person's
And
clearly
if you
done.
base them off just how good were they when they were in the Prem, he could potentially be there too.
So your brother's put him number 1.
That doesn't surprise
and
me.
that's completely because he doesn't watch football. No, I'm assuming it is because he's basing it off their career out with Premier League.
Yeah.
So maybe he didn't specify to him that Premier League.
I mean,
Premier League
era.
only.
yeah, what we say to people is name your top 10 Prem strikers ever, and that's all we say.
Yeah.
So,
you gave a lot more last time, I feel. You gave more.
I did, yeah.
but we
I
asked the
assumed
same
that.
people.
I wanted you
Yeah.
to.
I mean, I get asked while I was playing for From the Bank today.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Basically saying, obviously after you finish playing, he's at the side of the pitch watching me running about. Well, not running.
Is it, did they shout it over to you? Name your top 10 strikers!
Each time the ball went out, I gave him another player.
Now, for Suarez, obviously he is as high as he is because he's a good player. But
He has a rat.
he did get that first place from Scott.
Yeah.
2 people didn't have him. Jamie forgot him again, and Grant didn't have him. Again, a ball
Grant,
knowledge.
yeah.
That's shocking.
How many
for
players
Grant,
is Jamie
I
going to forget, man?
he did it in a rush. So
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, a few people probably did it in a rush. I mean, I did. So
I did mine fairly quickly in that as well. That's why I didn't have Van Nistelrooy
no,
back up in there.
yeah.
Guys are excuses.
He's taking it
Well, of course, exactly. Taking excuses.
Right. So number 7 is Suarez.
Yeah.
Number 6 is Drogba. It's Drogba.
Yeah.
He's picked up 40 points. He's a wee bit further ahead of those two.
Where did most people have him? Did everyone have him for a start?
Yeah.
Surely.
No, they didn't. Someone sitting here didn't.
What? No, I did have him. 100%.
Cal?
You didn't have him.
No, Aaron, you didn't have him.
I did have him.
I
He's
thought you
in
did.
there.
I thought you did.
I'm pretty sure I said my list and Drogba's in it.
Get on the messages.
Yeah, I'm VAR on this right
You
now.
did, Aaron.
Aaron can VR where we talk about Drogba.
That's why you get Berbatov and Tevez.
You check. We'll
You
keep
check.
talking.
That's why you get Berbatov and Tevez in because you missed out Drogba.
He's not
Oh my
wrong.
god, he's not there. I was 99% sure I did.
That
is terrible from me. I can't do it.
So Aaron, why do you feel that Drogba's not on the list? What is
I was
it about
going to
these
say,
things not
I was going to
being
say again, rush. If it was, if it was the case
No,
that
no,
he
no.
would have been in.
Do you know what to do? Don't back down, double down. Why is better? Why is better
Why?
called a better player?
Why would you not have a touch?
Why don't I was going to say no? Like here's the thing. I'm normally a big proponent of if don't back down, double down, but I can't back double down on this because it's wrong. Like
When
I'm
Callum said Aaron had a stinker list, I wasn't thinking
No
something like
Drogba.
Drogba's a bit poor, Aaron.
that is a bit poor for me. I'll accept that.
He was
this. I wish you'd admit it.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
again, like I don't know why I forgot him. He's 100% on that.
He's got to be big game player. He's
a
the
massive game player.
Could Aaron put them in like 7th or 6th place? Have really pushed them up?
no.
a place,
He's 13 off 5th place.
fair enough.
I think that one season for Drogba specifically, what was it?
When
When
he
he
won
scored 29 goals.
Aye. I only played
Unbelievable.
like 31 or something.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think the big thing for Drogba as well, it wasn't just about the goals. It was how he made other players play so much better.
Lampard.
He was what a lot of people were saying Weghorst was coming in to do at Man United. Be a foil. He is though. That's what he does. He makes other players play better. He play awful.
Like
I know what you mean. But it's
Jacob
outrageous saying-
doesn't have
I
a
know.
brain to think about.
No, it's
Come
outrageous
on, you've got a brain. You can think.
It's
That's what I'm
outrageous saying
saying.
Weghorst with Drogba
But
and
that-
Jacob's brain, but
I was going to say there's a certain level of comparison you have to
Jacob,
give
I'm
to
really
those two.
disappointed in you for not understanding that. Actually,
I've just heard Weghorst and Drogba in the same
right.
sentence.
So no, you know
it's Weghorst fifth.
what? Weghorst is 5th.
There you go.
What? On my list. What? I'm obviously joking, man.
I was going to say, I'm good. I'm good.
So no, Drogba he was a foil for other players. He was Frank Lampard and I were able to link
Yeah.
up. He was able to have players coming out.
He also
Do you think-
scored a catalogue of goals. Like
Yeah.
Drogba
He was
is not
huge in
just
that
a-
first Champions League final.
he was
that
a
they won.
bully.
Do you think Lampard scores nearly as many goals without Drogba?
No. I think that's why that's how important he is, and that's why Marcus Rashford's only playing the way he is because Weghorst is in there.
Move on, please. Nonsense.
None of you said anything. I was just hoping for one of you to bite back. No, nothing. Anyway, we're on to number 5, and of course he's just broken Spurs' top goal scoring record. It's Harry Kane.
I also think with this, and I thought it from my own list, when he finishes his career, I think he goes higher.
Oh no, I think there's a good chance.
Where
There's a very good chance.
where did everyone have Kane? Because that's one I'm very interested in.
Yeah.
Certainly us anyway. Us four.
Me, you. In fact, the 3 of us, not excluding Jacob, all had him in 5th.
I had him.
Jacob
fourth.
had him
Okay.
4th.
Yeah.
We had Jamie had him further down in 7th.
Okay.
Obviously an Arsenal fan. Andy Kyle had him 2nd. We had Grant.
Fair enough, innit?
Grant had him 7th as well. Brian.
I mean, he's on the list, isn't he?
Brian had him 4th or 5th. Sorry. Scott had him 4th.
He's not even 30.
And James didn't
That is
have him.
frightening.
So James was the only one that didn't have him.
James didn't have him.
I'm happy with Kane being anywhere from 3rd to about 9th. I think he
low
fits
as
in.
9th?
I think he can fit in that region.
Yeah, that's
I think when he
Um,
retires, he's top
I think-
3 or top 2.
I think it depends on what how highly you rate certain factors, like winning trophies.
I don't have
I
that.
mean, we
I know.
talked this earlier with Defoe, for example. He didn't really win any Premier Leagues. Torres that affects as well.
Yeah.
But Kane that surely affects, but he's got the
Well,
goals.
Suarez it affects.
There you go.
Again, you could also argue that for another person who's I'm not going to say who because obviously I assume he's on the list.
Shearer, yeah.
Yes.
He won the
He won the Premier League.
Oh, so he did with Blackburn. my brain's not with it tonight. My brain's not with it
Each time
tonight.
we spoke, it's something else. I'm loving it.
Right.
I'm loving it.
Thanks,
Keep
Adam.
going.
So yeah, no, Kane's in there.
Okay.
I need this.
Do you need a hug?
I need the hug.
That's it. You touch that Rangers shop some more.
No, I think McCain. I think on this list, he's the best finisher. That's my thought. He's the best finisher, and I think he's the best at dropping deep and passing.
He's like a pace
passing is the best when he drops deep.
I think he's the second best passer, and I think he's one of the best finishers.
Who's a better passer than
I think
Someone that I've got higher up in the list.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I know who you'd be saying, but I would.
Do you not watch that DC United goal over and over, the 96th
You know what? Yeah, fair. Right, okay,
That's when he was finished.
I know. I'm starting to think that when he did drop deeper, you'll understand.
Or one of the most iconic goals, the Van Persie volley.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But no, Kane is in fifth, and in
I'm
fourth.
very happy he's fifth.
He deserves it.
He deserves it, though.
In fourth, we've got Alan Shearer, who I do expect Kane to overtake by the end of his career.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm also very happy he's the next person in this list because people didn't see much of him, so I wasn't expecting him to put him 1 or 2 just because he's the top scorer. But I think he is a worse player than Kane, but you have to have Shearer slightly higher just because of the record.
Right. Shearer is higher,
Yeah.
and he's actually one off third place.
Oh.
He's on 72 points.
He
third
bullied
place on
defenders
73.
Shearer though more than Kane.
And I think this is actually a wee bit skewed because
Volleyed Neil Lennon
again, we went to your brother and he doesn't really know what he's doing. He's put him in ninth.
Shearer.
Right?
Yeah, so
Really?
that's obviously skewed the list quite a bit. But other than that, most people had him between first and fourth. We had someone put him in first.
Who had him first?
Brian had him first.
Okay.
Again,
What's a worse shout, first or ninth?
Nine's definitely
Ninth,
the worst
definitely.
shout of the two. You've got
Ninth,
to say
unfortunately,
ninth.
yeah, quite a bit worse.
You can at least back up first by saying
Yeah,
he's the top of
exactly.
Yeah, he's top goal scorer.
Even if
Ninth, but-
you've not seen him, you've heard of him and that as well. You've heard he scored the record, so
Yeah.
surely.
So what's left? 3 more?
So there's 3 more.
Hang on, let me think.
Him and him.
And that guy.
The Man City one.
Oh, aye, yeah.
Yeah, so the Man City one is third.
Has to be third, aye.
Sergio Aguero, 73 points. He got.
Yeah.
He's
Did you
definitely.
get him?
Yes, I did.
I had him
on the
kinda
list.
low.
Really?
Well, so Aguero, nobody had him first. There was a few had him second, James and Grant.
That says a lot.
Me and Heggie both had him third.
Where he's finished up. So.
Or no, fourth, sorry.
Sorry. Give you.
Jacob, you had him sixth.
Yep.
No, seventh, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Where did Adam have him?
And Aaron, you had him. Actually, you had him highest out of the 4 of us.
My top
you
four.
had him third.
My top
Yeah,
four.
Adam third.
I knew who my top 4 were going to be. I did that immediately. And then my 5th, 6th, 7th, I was like, oh, and I just put them in order. Between Drogba, Van Persie, Aguero. I put Aguero.
I can't believe you forgot you put Aguero as far down as you have.
Yeah, I know.
Does he not have the best goals per minute ratio in this list?
Maybe I'll do.
He spent so much time on the
At the best Man City team.
injured.
Yeah.
No,
And
injured.
he gets subbed a lot as well.
Yeah.
And even still, subs and injury aside, there's a statue of him outside the Etihad now.
So you would have Shearer over Aguero, yeah. So I think that's fair. I think that's understandable. Who else would you have had over Aguero then?
I had Drogba over Aguero.
Okay, and who else?
Of the people that
Van
haven't been
Persie,
said,
but-
and Van Persie, I think I had over Aguero as well.
Van Persie as well. Right, okay. Is there a reason for that? Like, what is it about Aguero that you've got him as low down as you do? Put him on the spot here.
I think there was, Van Persie had more to his game.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
He probably had more than his loss.
I also think as well, Aguero, I take into account just how good the players around him were.
Okay.
Van Persie's players around him, apart from his season at Man U, but even then the season at Man U, it was an aging team. Whereas Aguero joined City and is basically near enough being a part of the most dominant Premier League team.
But was
I
he
get
not
that,
a
but
big part of that
would you,
being
and
like that?
would you knock Rooney for playing at the best team in the world as well? What, Man United?
Not
at the time?
Henri because
not
he's part of
Henry.
the
He
Invincibles.
was part of the Invincibles. But
Also,
Aguero's just got more
Again-
hatred from me for
that's
again,
crazy.
the reason that I had Aguero as high is because similar to the likes of Henri, without that goal he scores, Man City aren't champions. Like, he is literally
So you put him third because of a moment.
not because of a moment, obviously.
No, that's what he said.
His goal scoring record for City over the years, obviously excellent. But I think he was the first real sort of player you could say from that City era where you could go, wow, like you could build. I'm not saying build a team around him, but you could certainly see like where City were going in
did
terms
build
of
a
No,
the,
it was him, Hart, Company, and Yaya. That was the
that was
spell.
the, that was the spine of that team.
And David Silva, yeah.
Exactly, and even then, from seasons on, he was still very, very prolific.
Yeah.
So
Well, brilliant. He is number 3. That leaves us with 1 and 2.
Is it close or not?
It's not particularly close.
I know
No, in
it's
fact,
not
it's
one.
not close at all. It's a 17-point gap.
It's got a lot.
Rooney is in second.
Did the majority of people have him second?
No.
No.
No. Rooney was first in two people's lists, and they're both sat here. Jacob and Aaron had him first, and they're the only two out of the 10.
Yep.
Me and you had him second, Heggie, along with Jamie as well. And then every other person had him between 3rd and 6th.
Who put him 6th?
Scott.
What is he doing?
You slagged Aaron's list.
I'm sorry,
Scott's
I hadn't
Forgetting
seen Scott.
Drogba's
I
pretty bad,
hadn't
to be
seen
fair.
Scott.
Forgetting Drogba's terrible,
but-
but look, putting Rooney that far down, come on.
Yeah, so yeah, Brian, James and Grant all had him in 4th. Andy Kyle had him in 5th.
I mean, that's still stinking.
That's still
And
stinking.
Scott had him in
I'm
6th.
glad.
Especially prime Wayne Rooney, someone
Yeah.
who's now being lauded
I
as
think-
potentially the best
yeah.
player.
Do you know what
in the
I
Premier
think
League.
it is?
Maybe they don't see him as a striker.
I think it's that
I
argument
get
again.
that. If it's that, then fair play.
I think it's. I think for me, I think it's the easiest 1 and 2.
That was the easiest 1 and 2 for
The
me.
easiest 1 and 2. They are the top
I've
two.
probably just been slightly biased.
Maybe you have,
But the two were.
Yeah, you know it's those two.
Yeah.
For sure. He's just probably one of the best players the Premier League's had.
It's just the fact they had so much to it: pace, strength, power, picking a pass, shooting either penalties, free kicks.
Yeah.
long
It was the
range.
perfect hybrid, I feel, of midfield and attacker, and
Yeah.
people just did not know what to do with him. Like,
Do you think if his peak was longer, he would have surpassed on number 1 as is Henry?
Yeah, it's Henry. Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think Rooney, if
do you
it
think he
was
played-
another 5 years?
I don't
He
think
started at Everton when he was 16. Do you think he just played too many minutes?
No.
Young?
I think there's a few things to it. I think a big thing is what was happening off the pitch. Like, I just think there was a lot of stuff where he was
Yeah.
asking for moves.
I
There was
think-
money.
I think as
problems.
well, Man U just got worse and worse when Sir Alex left, and he was brilliant. But there's only so much you can do.
He kept
Exactly.
getting deeper and deeper.
They
because
got
of-
worse and worse. They had some of the players that he was having to play with.
Yeah. Like, he was dropping deep
Yeah.
to get creative.
Yeah, he
That
had
makes
Scholes
it
and Carrick in his midfield for years, and then suddenly he's got Maro and Fellaini there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fellaini does a job, but Rooney just should be
Yeah.
part of teams where there's
I think another thing with Rooney is a lot of people think that he didn't reach the potential. Which is crazy to think that. I think that's mental. People have said that.
I think when
Yeah.
you watch videos of him at Euro 2004, you
he
almost
could have been even
agree
better.
he bossed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People compared him to Messi
Yeah.
in 2004.
England win that tournament if he doesn't get injured.
Yeah.
Like, and I think, but to be fair, he could have had a career like Michael Owen though.
Exactly, I think
and
he
we
should
lot
still
further
be
down the
very
list when
happy.
he started off on fire and then tailed off with injuries. But Rooney at least kept it going.
Yeah, he was able to keep
He was
consistency.
and
in
he
that as
got
well.
better and better, didn't he? But I think we could have got to that
I think he should
extra
have gone
special level that none of these players I don't think are on.
At the time, he was England's top scorer. He's still Man
Yeah.
United's top scorer.
Yeah.
And we think he could have done more.
Yeah, we could have done more.
Like,
Uh,
that's mental.
But could he potentially done more than Henry? That's what we've been talking about here. And he is number 1 with 96 points.
Wow.
He didn't make first. No, in fact, he was first in 6 people's lists. 4 people had him in second.
Yeah.
Who
Obviously
was the
two,
4?
Me
well,
and
those two, and
Probably Scott.
Shearer and Kane got first in 2 people's lists. But no, Henry was in 6 people's list first, and then second in the other.
Who had Kane first?
Scott.
No.
Yeah, just accept
No,
that,
did he?
move on.
Did he?
Doesn't even matter.
No, I just feel like Scott's just anything that's stupid at Scott. No, it's no. I didn't have Kane's. No, it was Suarez. Suarez, not Kane.
Right.
So Scott had
I mean,
Suarez.
that's
Right, okay,
and that was the reason.
that's understandable.
Yeah, because he. Yeah.
I don't mind anybody that's been placed first. I don't think there's been any.
Heggie spent this video trying to defend his
Yeah.
brother's honour here. His brother plays FIFA, not watch football, so he doesn't know as well as
He
much.
did also say to you, please don't slag me.
Don't slag him.
We've said
And I'm sorry, but if you're part of this video, you have to be slagged. Aaron spent the first 5 minutes
Yeah.
arguing with Jacob about who got the worst pick. Like, that's how it works. And
I had to-
Scott, you'll learn
I'm-
for next time.
Yeah.
Do your
He
homework.
won't message.
He won't message back. And you know what? If that's the case, that's perfectly fine. Thierry Henry is number 1 on the majority of people's lists. What do we think about that?
He's the best player.
Yeah, he's.
And
Even if he's not the
bias
best-
was the reason you didn't.
Oh, I think
do
so,
that. You
slightly.
didn't, yeah. But
He's
that's
just
fair.
phenomenal.
If he's not
Also
the
as
best,
well,
he's
different
literally
player.
He played
Like,
slightly
player.
wider as well sometimes. I know he's mainly a striker though.
Yeah. No, I did play off the left for a lot. You could class him as a winger, and like you really
He
could.
was lightning quick as well.
Yeah,
then.
it's ridiculous.
If we do a wingers list, I'm sure he'll appear as
He
well.
probably will
he
appear
will,
again, which is
100%.
crazy.
Maybe not first,
No.
but he will appear.
No. Top player.
Aaron, why did you not have him first?
I just thought Prime Rooney done more than Henry. That is the only reason. Literally, Henry was 1 or 2 in my list no matter what. It just had to pretty much be a toss up between the two, and I picked Wayne.
That's
Rooney.
fair.
That's
Yeah.
the only reason.
You did have him one.
Yeah, I just think, what was it, 3 or 4 golden boots he won?
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
nuts.
They back-to-back ones as well.
Yeah,
He's one of 4 players to win Golden Boot back to back.
He had
Messi, Ronaldo, Henry, Ali McCoist.
He had that season as well.
You just wanted to say that so you could put that stat in, couldn't you?
What was the stat where he was like something like 20 goals and assists? Like, was it over 20 goals and over 20 assists or something like that?
was it 20 and 15 maybe?
Or
It was a lot of. I remember, but
It was
I
something
think he
like
had 20 assists.
I don't
I think it was 2015. Or was it 2010?
I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Might be 22.
Maybe 20. Maybe double figures both, and one was 20.
No, people have done double figures both.
I know that's what I'm saying, but it was some
Yeah.
pretty cool
No,
stuff.
but it was just unbelievable.
Yeah,
He had
it was
everything.
Scared everyone. Like you
Part
Yeah.
of the worst ever penalty though.
the Pires, yeah. Oh, horrible. I mean,
And also-
that was an Arsenal.
And also,
team.
Irish fans absolutely despise him. They've never
Yeah.
got no.
Oh, of
no.
course, France. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
He
goal
was
that
a
goal. He was. No, he cheated there.
I mean, he may be a cheat, but he's still.
There's a lot of good cheats in this
Nah,
list.
but he's cheated to the
Off
top.
some on the
exactly.
pitch and some off.
Exactly.
That's the best way to end it.
That's the best way to end it for
Superb.
sure. So of course, if you've liked the video, leave us a like. Of course, comment as well. Any other ideas you've got? Your list as well.
And
Yeah.
subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Don't forget to do
Oh,
that.
of course,
Forgot to say at the start again.
We never say it. We never. We forget.
So do subscribe.
Yeah, we forget we're even doing a video. But yeah, of course. Thank you, and of course.
Take it easy.